Hello, BookTube. This is Johnny. This is a Sunday morning. It is July the 2nd. It's 10:58, late Sunday morning here. And it's a kind of a hazy, warm day. It's 78 degrees inside the house. I'm sitting here writing in my diary. I thought I'd make a video about the weekend. I'm on page 595 in my July 2017 diary. So yeah, yesterday I volunteered at the library used bookstore, the Book Nook, and I thought I'd show the books I brought home. First of all, when I made that video the day, I got in the mail the third and fourth volume of this modern Arabic masterpiece, Leg Over Leg, volumes 3 and 4 by Ahmad, Faris, Al-Shidyaq, translated by Humphrey, Davies. I'll probably talk about this more in the future. It was written at first in 1855. It's called Leg Over Leg, or The Turtle in the Tree, concerning Farouk, what manner of creature might he be, otherwise entitled Days, Months, and Years Spent in Critical Examination of the Arabs and their non-Arab peers, by humble and dependent on his Lord the Provider, Faris Ibn Esher ed Sawak. The writings of Sedit and Hind these days speak more to the common taste than a pair of weighty tomes. More profitable and useful than the teachings of two scholars are what a yoke of oxen from the threshing combs. So yeah, I like reading translations of books, not only Arabic, but Japanese, Chinese, French, Scandinavian, Polish, Italian. So I got this, and I've been reading volumes 1 and 2. This morning, my wife and I went downtown to get Sunday newspapers at Reader's World. It's a family-owned bookstore downtown, and I picked up, this was half price, Russell Banks' Voyager and travel writings. I have read many of the novels by Russell Banks over the years. He wrote The Sweet Hereafter. He wrote The Cloud Spitter, which I've read, Affliction, Continental Drift, Trailer Park. Just goes on and on. One I didn't have is Lost Memory of Skin, and I'm going to buy that soon from Amazon. The other night I started reading The Invention of Angela Carter, Biography by Edmund Gordon. I read the other night 33 pages, and I read yesterday The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories. Start reading the first story, The Bloody Chamber. So that's what I read yesterday, and this morning I'm looking at a book that I got from the Book Nook yesterday, Faith of a Writer, Life, Craft, and Art by Joyce Oates. These are essays. I've been reading those yesterday and this morning. So, and then at the Book Nook, I got the James Dean box set here. James Dean was an actor who was killed in an auto accident when he was 24. These are his famous films: The East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. I got this box set. I had put it aside. It cost me $15, but if you were to buy this used, it cost you $30, and if you bought it new, it would cost you $80. I'm not really into movies, but James Dean has always been kind of interesting to me, and I really haven't watched his films in a long time. I don't really watch movies. I don't go to movie theaters. I don't watch TV except for the news or maybe some sports, but I'm not really into sports either. But this is his Giant, East of Eden, and Without a Cause. See, there's Rebel Without a Cause, starring with Natalie Wood. East of Eden, you have Julie Harris, James Dean, and Raymond Massey. And then you have Giant with Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson, and James Dean. So I got that. I had this box set put aside, so I got that. Then I bought this crime novel. I'm not really into crime, but this is a very famous crime novel by James Crumley, The Last Good Kiss. It says here in the back, tough, hard-boiled, brilliantly suspenseful, The Last Good Kiss is an unforgettable detective story starring C.W. Suru, a Montana investigator who kills time by working at a topless bar. Hired to track down a derelict author, he ends up on the trail of a girl missing in Haight-Ashbury for a decade. The tense hunt becomes obsessive as Suru takes a haunting journey through the underbelly of America's sleaziest nightmares. So I got that. Once in a while I do collect certain crime novels. Then I picked up a novel by Dave Eggers, Heroes and Frontiers. It says a tremendous new novel from Dave Eggers, best-selling author of The Circle, which has recently been made into a movie. The Heroes of the Frontier is a darkly comic story of a mother and her two young children on a journey through an Alaskan wilderness plagued by wildfires and a unique American madness. A captivating and hilarious novel of family loss and the curse of a violent America. Heroes of the Frontier is a powerful examination of our contemporary life and rousing story of adventure. So I got that. Then I picked up this nonfiction book. I bought this for $2. The Great Silence, Britain from the Shadow of the First World War at the Dawn of the Jazz Age by Juliet Nicolson. The year is 1918. Armistice Day brings cheering crowds to London streets, countrysides, estates, but the euphoria soon vaporizes to reveal the carnage that the war has left in its wake. Debilitated veterans, mental illness, countless dead. Now Britain confronts a new task, restoring the belief that it could once again prosper and find happiness. In The Great Silence, Juliet Nicolson looks through the prism of daily life to narrate the rich but unknown history that unfolds in these 2 years. Slowly but surely new life emerges from Britain's despair. For the countless veterans with faces demolished in the trenches, revolutionary surgeon Harold Gills brings hope with his miraculous skin-grafting procedure. Women win the vote, skirt hems leap from the ankle to the knee. Aristocrats and servants alike forget their troubles at packed dance halls. The 2-year anniversary of the armistice, November 11th, 1920, brings a closure at last. The remains of a nameless soldier dug up from the French battlefield and exhorted, what's the word? It's escorted to London in a homecoming befitting a king, are laid to rest in the glory of the tomb of the unknown at Westminster Abbey. The great silence, the 2 minutes observed in memory of loss, halts an entire nation in reverence as Big Ben strikes 11. So I like books about Great Britain, especially after the First World War, just early British 19th century history. So I got that. So that's what I got. The Book Nook, that's what I'm reading. I got in the mail a notice that I wrote down. These are the books I ordered. I got a note. I'm supposed to get in the mail this week Henry David Thoreau, A Life by Laura Dawson Walls. I ordered the book titled The Last Intellectuals, American Culture in the Age of Academia. That's an older book, but I came across it in my reading by Russell Jacoby. And then I ordered Yu's Shaking a Leg, Collected Journalism and Writings of Angela Carter. So that's what I plan to get in the mail this week and maybe next week. So we have bad news here at home. Rudy got really sick, our dog. Yesterday he was really acting terrible and we took him to the vet. And Rudy has cancer of the lymph nodes. So tomorrow we've got to put him down, which is a very sad thing. We've had Rudy for 13 and a half years and he's been a good friend. But we're all going to die. I know I'm going to die, my wife's going to die, my children are going to die, my grandchildren are going to die, friends are going to die. You can't escape death. And so Rudy has come to the end of his days, and so I'm kind of sad. Well, you hate to lose a friend, but he's very sick right now. He can't hardly stand up. He's laying down in the sunroom and he's not eating. And so tomorrow my wife's going to take him to the vet and put him to sleep. I can't go because I couldn't handle it. So till next time, hope you have a good week and good reading week. And thanks for the comments. And till next time, bye.